everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome one and all to episode 118 of In Focus Friday. Now last week we had a look at two very cool Mexican silver coins donated by Silver Bean Counter. There was a 10% silver 1 peso and a cool 25 peso commemorating the 1968 Mexico City Olympics. Very cool coins indeed. If you have not checked those out, please do go have a look. The link as always is down in the description below. Now, as you can see, the winner from last week's vote, we're keeping it Central American because we've got the Aztec World of Dragons round by Provident Metals, and we'll have a look at that in a moment. The big pile of piggies came in a very close second by just one vote, and the cool beans in third. So if you voted for those, thank you. They will be returning at the end of this episode with one new exciting item for you to cast your vote on what you'd want to see next time. So make sure you stick around to the end of the episode. But today it is all about this lovely cool round from Provident Metals. It is called the Aztec. It is the first in a new series of which is called the World of Dragons by Provident Metals. And it's certainly caught my eye. And I've bought a few bits and bobs from Provident Metals, predominantly copper rounds actually, and we've got the copper version of this one here. I mean, copper is an investment. I've talked about copper coins, copper rounds as investments before. This is just a little piece of art. It's a very cool thing and it's novel. I like it. It's a great way to be able to appreciate the different designs on some of these rounds that are produced by lots of different mints without having to spend all the money on a silver round. So, you know, make of them what you will. I really enjoy them. They sell very well here in the UK as we cannot get good copper rounds, good quality copper rounds for love nor money, basically. So I buy some of these every now and again from Provident Metals via a couple of my good friends in the US, and a huge shout out to LR103 who helped me with this particular shipment, getting the silver and the copper dragons over to us. And so yeah, that's what caught my eye. Really, really like it. First of a new series, which is of course a great thing. We bought a bunch of the silver ones. We actually got like 21 of them in total, one for me, and then 20 to kind of sell over on the silver forum, and they sold within 24 hours. They were really popular. And I have no doubt that we'll be trying to get some more of these, as well as the second, third, fourth and fifth and sixth, in fact, so there's going to be 6 rounds in the series. By the way, if I say coin at some point in this video referring to this, that's just a slip of the tongue. It is, of course, a round. It is not a a coin, but it's a coin shape, and my brain says coin, so I might well accidentally say coin. So hopefully we're going to be getting more of these in for those of you on the Silver Forum who maybe missed out. I don't know just at the moment because they are currently stating as out of stock as I'm filming this. Now, the mintage for these is not yet declared. It will be basically minted as to demand up until it says January 2019. Well, it says through January 2019, so I assume that means the end of January 2019. So I'm not entirely sure what the mintage will be or how popular the take-up of these have been. What I know is I've seen quite a few different videos through my subscription feed of various different people featuring these, so they've certainly caught the attention of some of the market out there, and I think you can tell why, because the detailing that they've managed to achieve on this dragon is very, very cool indeed. Looks fantastic, draped over that sort of Aztec temple there, and it's absolutely awesome stuff. Now let's do a little bit of knowledge learning about this particular dragon, and you guys can all laugh hilariously at my pronunciation of the dragon's name, because this first one, the Aztec dragon, and that's probably why they've put the Aztec dragon on the front here rather than its actual name, which is, and excuse my pronunciation, Quetzalcóatl. See, I can't even do it. Quetzalcóatl. I think that's how I'm pronouncing it. If any of you can pronounce it better than me, then please do let me know. But basically, this was one of the most revered gods in ancient Mesoamerica. Combination of bird and serpent and rattlesnake. So it's, but obviously, basically a dragon, but it's one of these sort of Central American themed dragons. So you've got different dragons and, those kind of themes of dragons across the world. You've got, of course, the European look and feel of a dragon, which is very much, like one of those big lumpy dumpy dragons. Then you've got the Chinese style dragons with the 4 legs, long, sort of thin serpent. And then you've got the kind of Central American style dragons like this, which are much more winged and feathered, which is very cool, very interesting indeed. And this was basically, this dragon, I'm going to pronounce it again, Quetzalcóatl. is one of the, as I said, the most revered gods. It was basically part of the creationist kind of, what's the word? Creationist stories. There was sort of the god behind the creationist story of that kind of Aztec world. So very, very interesting stuff. What I do love about this, though, is that it's not just a generic round with a boring side and, with Provident Metals logo on it or something. They've gone full design mode, and they've got a really cool look on this side here. This reminds me of the big dragon from The Hobbit, whose name escapes me. I'm going to have to look that up because I'm ashamed to say I'm a Hobbit fan, and my memory has just faded me for the moment. So here we go. It is, of course, I'm trying to Google it as I film this. It's not working. Sometimes, guys, when you're filming something, Smaug, of course it's Smaug. How could I forget that? I mean, sometimes my brain just falls apart and does not work. So I'll leave that blooper in for you guys. You see, I'm not infallible. I do forget things here. But it looks like Smaug's eye, in the end of the second film, I think it is, or is it in the first film, when Smaug wakes up and you see that eye open. And of course, very, very cool indeed. So it's nice to see a design that is, of course, basically giving justice on both sides of the round, not the coin. I nearly said both sides of the coin there. But what is very cool is to see them side by side next to each other, the copper versus the silver. So I did say, of course, like the copper version is, maybe more of a novelty than anything else. It's not really an investment, but it's a good way of being able to pick up the design. I actually really like the copper version. I really like the way that the light looks on it. I love the colour of this copper version. Some copper coins have a very kind of luster-filled look to them, and they are very shiny. This one's got a kind of matte finish to the background, and it really, really exemplifies the almost 3D nature of the design. It really sticks out from the round's surface, which is absolutely fantastic. You can see all of the detail, just as good on the silver coin, if not potentially better on this dragon. So really cool stuff indeed. I'd be intrigued to see if they do a gold version of this. I haven't seen any indication of that yet, but maybe I just haven't looked in the right places. But if they did a gold version of this, that would look incredible. So there's the copper. Actually, it's interesting. The dragon side for me looks better, but the silver, on the copper, but the silver side of the eye looks better on the silver round than it does the copper. I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this? I really am enjoying this round. I know a lot of Silver Forum members are too, and have picked up the copper and the silver versions for their kind of stack. Now, it is the first in a series of 6. I don't know what the other dragons are going to be. I'm keeping an eye on the Provident Metals website, and hopefully they will be coming out at some point. I don't know if it's going to be one every year, or if it's going to be one every 6 months or something like that. I hope it's every 6 months, and we can bring more of these type of coins from Provident Metals to you guys as we go throughout 2019. But they're very cool indeed. If you're interested in them, I would suggest you go over to Provident Metals and have a look at their website. I'm not entirely sure if they've got them in stock. At the time of filming this, it says not in stock, but I could be wrong because, I mean, it changes all the time, doesn't it? So hopefully they're still in stock. If they are, go over there and check them out. There's a link down in the description below. Just for clarification, I'm not being sponsored by Provident Metals for this video. It's just my opinion that they're a very cool round. So if you're interested in them, go and have a look. So there we go. That is the Aztec, the newest round from Provident Metals. Very cool indeed. So we are now at the stage where we can have a look at returning items for votes for next week's episode. We've got the giant stack of piggies. So it's all about the lunar pigs for this particular stack. If you're interested in finding out more about the Perth Mint lunar pig, and also my opinions on the UK lunar dead and dying pig, this absolute pile of poo, if you want of a better phrase, then do vote for the big old piggies down in the comment section. So let's stack those up, put them to one side. Then we have the Cool Beans beans. So if you want to see some MK bars, poured silver, Cool Beans style, then vote for those and find out a little bit more about my good friend Silver Bean Counter. And then the last item is a gold gilded silver maple. This is a prize I've just won in the Silver Forum Christmas raffle, excuse me. It really has been a long week. If you haven't guessed, I've been very busy with the group order, so there's been a few little fluffs in this episode of In Focus Friday, but I hope you guys are enjoying it nevertheless. So, gold gilded silver maple leaf. I in fact got 2 of them in the Christmas prize draw from Augur over on the Silver Forum. So if you'd like to find out about those and get some thoughts on some gold gilded coins, because I haven't really done very much on gold gilded coins here on my channel, so it'd be interesting to find out more about those. So please cast your vote down in the comment section if you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed the Aztec rounds from Provident Metals, then please do let me know by hitting that thumbs up button, and let me know down in the comment section as well. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend ahead. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.